Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. This is Cindy and this is Ideas Times 2, and I have a short video today kind of sharing some things that I picked up shopping in the last week. And I've never done a haul video before, but some of the things that I bought are just too fantastic not to share, so I wanted to share them with you today and give you some idea of what might be showing up in our shop. And so I hope you stick around and see what I have been finding in the stores around my hometown. So my sister Betsy, who's my partner in crime on this YouTube channel and our Etsy shop and our blog, was here visiting last week. And while she was here, we did a lot of crafting and shopping and eating out. And basically it was a 5-day slumber party that I'm still trying to recover from. And while she was here, we just did everything. And so one of the places that we visited is a consignment shop called Deep Creek Vintage in Massaponax, Virginia, not too far from where I live. And the store is an old plantation, so pre-Civil War, and the floors are all wood and they're warped and some of the plaster has fallen off the ceiling, and it's fantastic. They have so many wonderful things, including a ghost, from what I understand, although I haven't seen it, or felt the cool breeze or smelled the funky smells that are often associated with ghosts. It's still a fantastic store, and these are 3 books that I picked up there, and I just think they're so lovely, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these 2, but aren't the covers beautiful? This one is a retelling of Wagner's Rheingold. And you can see it's a very tiny little book, right? But the pages, the text is so gorgeous. Look at this. And these sepia tone prints are through the whole book. And I just thought they were lovely. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. But they were just a couple of dollars each. And apparently they're rare. But I have no idea. And it started off as $23, and then it went down to $8, and then I paid even less for that. Published in 1907. It says first edition rare. So I don't know if I'm going to, what I'm going to do with them, but I couldn't resist. And this is another one, same author, and I just think they're beautiful. And this one uses the same font, and also has these wonderful plates. I know it has some in here because that's why I bought it. There we go. These are black and white. Aren't they pretty? So this is I just think they're beautiful. And oddly enough, many of the books in my personal collection are green. So these may wind up just in my library. I don't know. But either of them would make a fantastic music journal, since Lohengrin and Rheingold are both operas. This one for sure is going to become a journal. And this is an old book, the New Encyclopedia of Modern Sewing. And hey, Lizzie. The back of the book is, you can see it looks like it's quilted. Can you see that? And it feels so good. It's got a great texture. And the pictures on the inside are just amazing. All these little pencil illustrations and instructions and diagrams for for how to sew. I just love this book so much. And I don't know what those are. I have Newt and Witch's Blend, Bone Grove, Massachusetts. They're stickers. I don't know who stuck them in there, but they're not going to be in my sewing journal. But for sure, I'm going to be using this to make a sewing journal, and the book pages on the inside, probably more than one. I just love, 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 love this book. Excuse me, Lizzie, out of the way. Also, at the same store, they have a bowl of keys right by the cash register, and I love old stuff, so instead of candy as the impulse buy, I bought a bunch of keys. And I've already used a couple of the ones that I bought, but just lovely. You never know where you're going to find just the perfect thing for a junk journal. And I would, these old keys were much cheaper than buying a pack of fake old ones at the craft store. There's nothing wrong with those. I buy them too, but there's just something about these old keys. They have a history, and they're worn from people using them, and they're just lovely, just lovely. And this bag is full of another old key, and these old trading cards and advertisements and embossed postcards. Aren't these gorgeous? I just love them so much. And I may have to scan them because I don't want to get rid of them. I want to put them in my own journals. But they're so pretty, I want to share them too. So they may wind up as a digital in our shop. I haven't decided yet. But just, aren't they lovely? And these were all just $1 or $2 a piece. And I just think they're just fun. And I also picked up some of these first day stamp envelopes, and one with a shamrock, daisies, apples, chicken. I love this one. Can you see that? How cute! That's adorable. The Delmarva Chicken Festival, and I just thought that was too precious. Another apple festival, and a Christmas festival, and a whole bunch of old photographs of sassy. I think I pretty much got all sassy women and girls. And this one was taken before I was born, but there was something about this picture that reminded me of myself. Because if anybody was taking a picture of me, it would have been kind of like that, face turned away from the camera. I just thought these were so much fun, and will wind up in projects as well. You never know what you're going to find. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty and dig through dusty piles of stuff to find the perfect thing. And they were selling sari silk and this vintage seam binding and buttons. And I'm not much of a doily person, but I picked up one. This was just $1, so I figured, what the heck? And so picked that up as well. And what else do I have in my bag down here? More buttons. I love vintage buttons. Love, love, love. And this fun little pack of goodies. I don't even know what's in here yet. I haven't opened it. And that's all from the vintage shop. And I imagine most of you who are watching are kind of drawn to those kind of stores like I am. And my sister, she got a lot of really good stuff too. Very similar. We have similar tastes, and both being junk journalers, picked up a lot of the same kinds of things. But you never know what you're going to find, and get on your knees and dig down in those bottom shelves, and you may get lucky and find the perfect thing. And as we were getting ready to leave the store, something caught the corner of my eye, and I had been in the market for some player piano rolls and had seen some at a sale last fall, so almost a year ago, and they were $25 for one player piano roll. And I thought, that is way, way too expensive. If I were to buy that and use the sheets in my journals, I wouldn't be able to afford to sell them. And so they had the stack. I could not believe it. There was a stack of rolls of player piano music, and oh darn, this is not one of the good ones. This one is torn and is missing its fun little tab on the bottom, but it is, look how fantastic. There's it's got some words on it besides all of this fantastic. I just think they're wonderful. And they had a bunch of them, and this is probably the one in the worst shape. Most of them have a tab that was used to hold the music on one end as it spooled from one side to the other, and then the sticker or a stamp here with the name of the song. This one is some kind of march, and the author. And so we picked up what they had and split them between us, and we are going to be using them in our journals. We're also going to be putting some in our shop, our Etsy shop, the whole roll, as well as cutting some down and selling them by the sheet, like 8.5 by 11 sheets. And I haven't started cutting anything yet. It's, as you noticed, my cat walking back and forth across my table. It's not going to be easy cutting sheets of this fantastic music paper. But I couldn't believe it. We were just walked right past, and I was like, wait, here's something we gotta take a look at. So I'm super excited about these. And when I see people talking about their giant bags of trims and antique laces, or their neighbor had all the stuff in their attic that they gave to them, like I said, that stuff never happens to me. But the fact that we found these rolls and they were super cheap was pretty exciting, and I cannot wait to start using them in my journals. So vintage stores, you never know what you're going to find. If you have one near where you live, you've got to check it out. And one reason my sister was here last weekend was there was a sewing expo here in town, and she's a brilliant sewist, seamstress, sewer, and I believe the sewist is now the newest and best word. I'm kind of a wannabe. I hem up my pants, and I've made a few quilts and have made a lot of bags, tote bags and purses and things. But I love the Sewing Expo because I love fabric and fibers. And so I want to share some of the ones that I just purchased because they're going to wind up on journals. And so kind of giving you a preview of what is going to be coming up in the store. And my favorite booth at the Sewing Expo is called Deja Vu, and I'll put their link below. And they have a wonderful online store, and the owner of the store, Judy, is fantastic, and their fabric quality is really, really nice. And so if you are a sewist, if you are a quilter, or need fabric for your book covers, that is a great place to look online. So I want to do some Christmas journals, and my plan is to get some in our Etsy shop shortly. And I'm going to use this fabric with the birch trees and the snow and these beautiful cardinals. As soon as I saw this, I had to get it. So I'll be doing some Christmas journals with this beautiful fabric, and maybe some art journals. This Van Gogh Starry Night fabric. I just thought it was so beautiful. And so I couldn't resist. I was like, what color should I get? So I got both because I couldn't decide. And then this panel of advertisements, old advertisements, and some of them are perfectly sized and placed to make journal covers. And here, out of the way, sweetie. The MD Hatter, the T-Man, this adorable corset, and I just thought they were all fantastic, and I'm not even 100% sure which ones I'm going to use for what, but they're going to wind up being something to do with journals. And, I especially love this one, the derbies. Derbies of the finest quality. Feather beds, the correct method for preparing tea. And so these will definitely be made into journal covers. And then the last one is a canvas. These are all cotton, beautiful quality cotton. And this one is canvas, and I'm going to use it to make a bag for myself, some kind of a tote bag. And then what I have left over is I'll probably save until the spring, and or closer to the spring, and make a botanical journal with the leftovers. Isn't that lovely? You have to check them out. So Deja Vu is a fantastic store, and it's a good thing that they are not located in my general area, because I would probably be very poor, fabric rich and cash poor, because just look how luscious these are. Aren't they fantastic? I cannot wait to get some journals made with these fabrics. I think they're just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the last thing I wanted to share was trims. And I got a whole bunch of stuff at the Fredericksburg Sewing Expo. And the store that these are all from is, you can see that on there, and I'll put the link below, is lauramurraydesigns.com. And almost everything in her shop is silk. And scraps from kimonos and things like that. And so I picked up a bag of scraps to make tassels, and these are all silk, and just gorgeous colors, right? Look how beautiful this purple is. I don't even like purple, and I love this this color. And she also has trims like these. I don't want to open these up. You can see how pretty they are, right? These eyelash yarns, and just lovely trims. And she always has deals. Like the more you buy, the better the deal is. So I got six different trims. And I'm not even sure what I'm going to use them for, except I needed to have them on hand for something, right? And so I got those. And then these variety packs, picked up a couple of these. And so, check them out online. They're a lovely couple that owns the shop, and they do a very expensive, yardages of kimono silks and that, but their trims are a really good deal, and they are such luscious colors that you're going to go crazy with all of the stuff that they have. So that was my haul, and Betsy had as much, if not more, of some of the things that we found. There is really nothing better than hanging out for a long weekend with family, and we did. Oh, I forgot a couple things. We did so many things. We did so much stuff. And you may think, well, I'm not a sewer, so I'm not going to go to a sewing expo. I'm not going to be able to find that kind of stuff. But sewing expos often have way more than just sewing and supplies for sewing. The fabric and the trims that you might use for making journals, obviously. But they also have classes, and we took a class on shibori, a specific kind of shibori, dyeing. And so these are, some of my squares. Open this up so you can see it. And I did mine in this beautiful, almost obnoxious green, which I love. Granny Smith apple is my favorite color. And we are planning on selling hand-dyed fabric in our shop to use as journal covers. And so we took this class, and Betsy did blue, the traditional indigo, and I did this fantastic green. And these are some of the things that we did. So even if you don't sew, the sewing expos or fabric stores often have classes of things that are related to sewing, but actually would be really great for making journals, even if you don't sew. So check them out. Kind of look for places that maybe are out of the way, vintage shops or junk shops, consignment shops. You'll never know what you find. Check your fabric stores, your quilting shops for classes that they might have that are related to sewing, but might be perfect for making junk journals. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be doing another video over the weekend with an announcement I'm really, really excited about. So have a fantastic day. Get out there and get your hands dirty in the vintage shops. You won't be disappointed. You'll find something perfect that you can brag about to your friends. So thank you so much. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Give me a positive comment. Give me a thumbs up. And have a fantastic, fantastic day. Bye-bye.